Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 midday, and we are continuing to track some very gusty winds across the News Watch 12 viewing area. But now it looks like the bullseye has shifted over to the east side, so we're seeing winds gusting upwards of 50 miles per hour in the Klamath Basin, and that's where we still have this high wind warning in place. It's there, and for much of Siskiyou County, and also for the Cascades and Siskiyous. And then we have wind advisories in place for some of those lower elevations, and the bulk of these last either until the afternoon or until the early evening. So these winds associated with a storm system that is bringing a lot of moisture into the News Watch 12 viewing area. You can just see loads and loads of it getting streamed into Curry County, Josephine County, Jackson County, and western Siskiyou County. So we'll see more rounds of this later in the day. It becomes a little bit more scattered as we head into dinner time, but still we'll have more wet weather even as we approach midnight. There will be some lingering showers into Wednesday. I think we'll get a little break in the action, but then here comes that next storm system into Thursday morning, and we're getting pretty concerned about this one when it comes to winter weather impacts, because this time the cold air and the moisture are going to be in sync with each other. Let's take a look at some rainfall totals that we're expecting through Wednesday night. So we could have anywhere between 3 to 3.5 inches falling up in the Cascades, maybe an inch falling along the coast in addition to what's already fallen, and then anywhere between 0.2 to half an inch in the Rogue Valley, the Shasta Valley, and for the east side. So because we've already seen upwards of 4 inches of rain falling at Brookings, and we're expecting more rain on top of that, there is the threat for excess runoff, which could result in some localized flooding, especially in low-lying areas. So that's why we have a flood watch in place for coastal Curry County. This runs until 10 p.m. this evening. Now, we're going to see more winter weather impacts today compared to yesterday, because snow levels are going to fall all throughout the day, anywhere between 3,000 to 4,000 feet. So because of that, we are expecting some minimal impacts for lower elevations, but still 1 to 2 inches expected for Wairika and for Mount Shasta City and for Weed, and comparable totals for Klamath Falls and for Lakeview. But the bullseye is very obvious on this map. It's up towards Diamond Lake and Crater Lake, anywhere between 1.5 to 3 feet of snow that could fall between now into Wednesday night. So because of that, we have a winter weather advisory that is in place for the Cascades and Siskiyous. This runs until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So travel is going to be pretty dicey up towards Willamette Pass and Diamond Lake Junction. We'll get a little break for Wednesday, but then we have that next storm system rolling through for Thursday, and snow levels with that one looking consistently lower. So I think those winter impacts are going to be a little bit more widespread. So for today, we'll continue to have more rounds of wet and wintry weather. Winds will still be a concern. Winds will start to back off a little bit overnight, but snow levels will continue to plummet. And like I mentioned, we get that break for Wednesday, and then that next storm system we're tracking for Thursday. Winter weather impacts with that one looking pretty high, as snow levels are going to be between 3,000 to 5,000 feet. Here's that 7-day forecast for the coast. Rain and storms looking likely today, a little bit drier for Wednesday, but then more wet weather for Thursday into Friday. For Siskiyou County, I think we'll likely see some snow for the Shasta Valley for Thursday morning, but then snow levels do raise up for Friday. We'll get more wet weather into Saturday. Then how about that? A little bit of sunshine for the first day of 2023. For the Klamath Basin, we are also tracking the potential for widespread wintry weather for Thursday, and then I think those travel impacts should be curbed on Friday because snow levels raise up, but then they go back down again late on Saturday. So that's something else we have to watch. We have to watch out for a lot over the next 7 days. This is a very active and involved weather pattern. Obviously, the Cascades and Siskiyous are going to get hammered by snow over the next 7 days. And then for the Rogue Valley, lots of wet weather over the next 5 to 6 days. And it's really ironic that the one day we're not going to have rain will likely be on New Year's Day.
I agree. I think that's also kind of an anomaly, you know?
So now maybe I have some New Year's plans.
Now you do, yes.
Maybe.
Earlier. Well, earlier I said that, you know, with only having sun on New Year's Day is like a sign for a good New Year.
I'd say it's a good omen.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
We'll get that momentum and we'll carry it over into
and like
the new
I
year.
said, you know, New Year, new me. So
please. Come on.
All right. Thank you.